Hello, this is Gary from Knowledge Retro Gamers, and welcome to the third and last part of my Commodore PET gameplay videos. This one is going to be covering homebrew titles. I'm going to have a few from Revival Studios, as well as an iconic classic that is perfectly suited for the machine. These will all be recorded using a simple phone camera, and I'll be playing the games on the Commodore PET 3016 series, which is 16K. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have Caveman 2020, which, interesting enough, was actually released this year, as we are in 2020. Yeah, this is actually a fun little game. I love the graphics in it. I'm going to go how much. Yeah, so there we go. So there I go, hopping around. The dinosaurs on the right. The idea I'm getting is to get the egg and take it down to the little thing. I can actually fire, but if I'm honest with you, it's hit by the dinosaur. I lose my egg. Oh, slow down. Yeah, timing is quite tight on this. The idea is just to get enough eggs for it to fill the. Fill it. Dinosaur losing all his eggs. There you go, and that's enough. Now the reason I got the fire is that, as you'll see in the next, on this level, it is things from above. Oops. And they will take your eggs. They can't take the eggs at the minute because there isn't any, but oh, drat. Best to get rid of that bird pretty quickly. Now you have dinosaur and you have lava. Oh, this obviously kills you if it comes in contact with it. So you have to, and I think if I'm right, on the next level, you also get the bird back. Okay, so this title is called Down, and it was released by Revival Studios back in 2013. In fact, the next three titles, which are the last three titles, were all designed by Revival Studios, and they were released in 2013. I'm not sure if they're doing any more software, but most of their titles were released in 2012, 2013. So, but anyway, it's good to have some new titles on these older machines. Down, it's probably known to people. I've played it on a number of systems. In fact, a version was designed on the Amiga by Graham Humphreys, the man who runs Norwich Amiga Group, and that's always quite popular at the shows. But anyway, so this is basically that same game, Down, and I don't remember what the keys are. I'm not sure if they're using the same ones as before. Yes, they are. It is quite interesting how back in the day, most people used the same keys, the numeric keypad. But on the newer software, on the newer developers use maybe keys that would have been more popular on other systems. I mean, O and P. So talking too much and not really paying attention to the game. Let's try that again, shall we? I think I'm going to do better than 18. Yeah, so I mean, again, I should be lucky that them keys actually work on the keyboard, because as I might have said in my other video, I have a slight problem with some of my keys. Q and W don't work at all, nor does F. Some other keys are a little bit temperamental. Yeah, so I have to be lucky that they actually use keys. In fact, one of their games, Mayhem, I think it's called, I can't play because it uses Q to go up. Yeah, it speeds up quite quickly. Oh, I don't know, and sometimes I get stuck on the edges. I'm not too sure if that's maybe just be me, but you do tend to be able to kind of stand. Oh, should have been the other side already for that. And you get into this dilemma where you want to fall straight through the holes, but you're worried that you might not actually have anything below you to land on. Yeah, you see, it's getting quite fast. And you end up making silly mistakes. So anyway, so that's down. Give it a thumbs up. Sorry, that was a bit cheesy one. But yeah, that's quite a good fun game from Revival Studios back in 2013. Okay, so this game is Rush by Revival Studios. This was actually the one I bought. As I say, most of the titles on their page were free downloads. I guess they were maybe older ones, but this was $5.99. I'm not sure what it worked out to be in pounds, but you know, it's a small amount to pay, and I have to be honest with you, to me it's worth it, because, well, first of all, it's giving something back to these guys. What I find on the homebrew circuit is that homebrew circuit, it's not so, on the homebrew scene, is that a lot of people just do it for fun. Maybe because they can, or they want to show off their skills, a bit like they used to in the old days with the demos. There is a few commercial people out there that do home brews, but it's nice. People don't ask a lot of money for this sort of stuff. They just want to make a little bit of money, maybe just as a thank you, or just to cover some costs, or just to make their time worth it. And I don't buy a lot of homebrew stuff, and I certainly don't buy the more expensive homebrew stuff that you can buy. I tend to go more for the digital downloads, which are normally cheaper. I don't have a lot of, in fact, yeah, I don't really have any physical media. But anyway, so this is Rush, and if I'm honest with you, from the homebrew side of things, this is brilliant. I liked Caveman. That's quite good fun with the graphics, but this actually is fun as well. And unfortunately, I can't actually remember what the keys are again. One is jump. Yeah, and you're going to see me die a few times. Excuse me while I work out what the keys are. I think there's only one actually. I think jump is the only one you actually have to. Yeah, I think there is a. Yeah, this. Okay, so there's fast speed, so forward and back. Oh, blimey. Some of the jumps are pretty tight. Sometimes you have to run faster to get a better jump, I believe. But this is a quite popular game as well. This has been on a number of titles. I've seen this on Atari and other ones. Obviously not necessarily called Rush, but yeah, that one. You've got to get the right. You got to get the pixels right on that jump. The speed up is useful if you're caught behind something. Piece of the. Hey, there we go. Yeah, sometimes you can get caught behind the scenery like that, and that's useful just to be able to jump a bit. Oh, this. Unlike most videos, this one you will see me play it quite a few times, because like on most games I might better last a minute or two. On this one I can last a few seconds. Yeah, but I'll keep going, and then I'll cut out the bit. I'll use the bits that I'll use the best runs in the video, just to show that, just to make it look like I'm really good at it rather than being really bad at it. Sorry, is that cheating? I'm not cheating, am I? I'm able to get those scores. I'm just only doing it 1 in 10 times. And what you might also see is there's money. Oh no! Don't want to fall in there. So the idea is to get cash. Here we go. Get a bit closer. No! Oh, whoa. Actually, hang on. Did I just... Oh, I didn't realise you could do that. You can kind of stay in the air. Obviously, if the bit you're jumping onto is high, that's not much use. Did you really want to see me playing this game badly? Well, if Steve Benway can do it, why can't I, hey? But I like this game. I don't like dying all the time. Yeah, you know, if I'm honest with you, I think the graphics on this game are quite good. I mean, the scrolling is a bit rough, if I'm honest with you. But again, you know, you get, well, I thought I had that, but you're getting the machine doing things that it wasn't really designed for. I mean, there's a reason why Commodore were actually known as Commodore business machines at the time, because that's what they were selling. And this is not a business machine. Oh, sorry. Oh no! I'm gonna call it a day on there because I'm not going to get any further on. But yeah, yeah, this isn't exactly a business game, is it? Or a piece of software. 159. There you go. Beat that. I'm sure you can on about 3 goes. This is called Stair Runner by Revival Studios, and this was released in 2013. I haven't got a lot of space left on the card, so I'm going to have to play this pretty quickly, and we shall see what happens. So the idea basically is to run from one side of the screen to the other, avoiding the lifts. It starts off pretty simple because they're moving slowly and they're more or less in line with each other. But as you move on to other levels, they become faster and they're all unaligned as well. So it's kind of like you have to wait for the last one to leave, and then yeah, there you go. So that's relatively easy. Great little game actually. It's see, like these ones. So I mean, I suppose that's not a good idea. Oh, blimey, okay, I'll take it back. So the idea would be is to try to time it so you don't bash your head on the on the thing. Let's try that again. I did manage to get on to about level 4 or 5 on this. He does run quite quickly, you see, so you kind of... Sometimes you think you're doing it right and you end up actually running too fast and straight into it. Okay. Oh man, too quick. Aye. There's no, I don't think there's a timer on it, is there? I don't know why I'm running so quickly. On some levels you can do 2 lines in one go, but not all the time, and what you end up doing is make yourself look stupid. Which isn't difficult for me, but yeah, anyway, I can get away with it on level 1, but yeah, maybe not on level 2 and higher. Maybe a little bit more considered thinking is needed. I mean, it might make for a boring video, but at least you get to see some other levels. Obviously it's the middle ones that are a bit more of a challenge, because you then have to time everything just right. This is where it starts getting interesting, because what we actually end up having to do at times is actually run in between the lifts, which is what I'm going to have to do here, I think. Okay, so this is probably going to be the last game in the series from the Commodore PET. Let's fire it up, and there we have it. So Tetris from 2010. So yeah, I mean, a game which potentially could be quite good on the PET, because it uses block graphics, literally block graphics. But yeah, let's see how this plays. Okay, not too sure what the okay, I'm not exactly sure what the rotate button is. Okay, I haven't worked out what the rotate button is yet, bear with me. It will be something like R, would it now? Okay, oh, there we go. Okay, so Z. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Yeah, so I mean, literally, this game is ideal, because it does not need... The only thing it's got going against it, I guess, is the amount of colours. As in, it doesn't have... But it's the shapes that count, really. The colour was really just a way to make it maybe look a bit more colourful, literally. At the end of the day, it was the shapes that made the game, not the colours. So this should be ideal. And our score table as well. Got a feeling this could go down pretty well at the Games Festival. And you've even added a little bit of flourish to the different shapes. Not bad. This is another one of those iconic games that's probably been released on every system possible. Not quite the same without the Russian music, but hey, you know, we can't have everything. For all I know, it might be plain music, but I just don't have the output to hardware to hear it. I'm going to take a hit on this. Oh, oops. That's not where I wanted it to go. Surprisingly enough. Not really much needs to be said about this, does it? It's Tetris is up there with Pac-Man, Space Invaders as the ultimate iconic video games. Oops. Oh, that's a bit of a stupid. I've just realised, and I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but there was me working out what the keys were, and they're shown on the right hand side anyway. So if I'd have actually been bothered to look, I would have actually seen them. I was too busy concentrating on the blocks falling down. I didn't actually notice that the keys were listed on the right hand side. So Yeah, I feel pretty stupid now. Oh dear, okay. It's been a long day. You know, it's hard work playing video games for a day, you know. It's now 7:30 and I've been playing them since 11 o'clock in the morning, so you know, I think I probably deserve a little bit of a break. Ooh. See, now I'm getting into this situation now where I'm building up this massive... Oh, yeah, that's close. I'm waiting for a square to come down. I'm thinking, actually, no, tell you what, let's just go with the others. Is there are there levels on this? I can't really see. Was it? Oh, level 2. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Maybe I should be playing the Tetris songs in the background to kind of just add to the ambience. Okay, well, that's the last game in the homebrew section. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play these games. Not always best, but I try. But it's interesting to see that there are still games being produced for this platform. I'm looking to feature these in the homebrew day we do at the Norwich Games Festival. Obviously 2020 has been cancelled. Hopefully 2021 will be on, but who knows with coronavirus really what's going to be happening. But if we've got enough space, I would like to incorporate the PET into the homebrew setup. It's not something I'd contemplated doing before, but with the software and with the Tapduino, it becomes a possibility. So that's something we will be looking into in the future. I need to keep an eye on the PET development like I do on the other 8-bits and 16-bits to make sure I'm up to date with all the games. Who knows, by this time next year, and to be honest with you, this is May the 20th, so next year will only literally be days away from the festival. So who knows, by then I could have twice as many games, or I may have the same amount. But anyway, that's by the by. Anyway, so like I say, thanks for watching the video. I hope you've had some enjoyment out of it. And that is the end. I have done another video which could be in more 1 or 2 parts, or maybe even more, depending on how much footage is kept. And that covers the contemporary PET games. There's about 30 games in total, so there's lots of gameplay in there. It's me playing them and doing a talk over as well. So if you enjoyed this one or got some interest out of it, then you may want to watch them as well. Anyway, thanks a lot, take care, and see you later.